What's the matter with you? Tomorrow. I will do it tomorrow. There's no tomorrow. There's no tomorrow. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how talented you are. I don't care how much you work on yourself. There's some time when things are going to right. They just are not going to right. The time when anything that can happen will happen. Murphy Law will be knocking at your door. Why? I don't know why. That's called life. There can be never be anything good unless there's some bad along the way. There has to be a challenge. There has to be some setbacks. You cannot think in your mind. That's all you are good for is the good thing. And you two away here you talk about why me, why me? Why not you? Maybe your shoulder are broad enough to carry this weight. Despite this happening, I owe it to myself to still be the person that I dream of being. And this setback will only be a setup for a comeback. I have a chip on my shoulder. I'm an underdog. I wasn't born in this awesome country. Every day he had a weaker headstart than I did. And so, and that's who I am. So my heart wiring, my ethos, who I am, is adversity, is underdog. And so every night, I would lie in bed, and I would say to myself, alright, that's me. Tomorrow is the new you. You have this innate ability, this instinct on the inside, that you can come back from anything. Your reality of me say I'm not enough. Your reality of me say I can't do this. Your reality of me say you won't finish today. My reality say all I have is all I need. I'm not living in my setback any longer. I'm moving forward. Following your dream is a lonely, solitary, scary, dangerous pursuit, and you got to be willing to risk everything to become. That's it. What you believe in is in there. You got to be fearless. You got to be relentless. You want your stuff. It's necessary. You take responsibility for it, and that you make it happen. That you don't give up, and you don't take any objection or disappointment or default personally. The amount of people who are watching this right now that are sad and they didn't go for it, and they didn't make the movie, and they didn't try. That is a hill of a lot longer and more painful and more right now than the instant rejection of going for it. But you know, keeping it inside, you want to be in in the fight, in the war, in the battle, when everybody is watching you, and in coming, fighting, throwing stuff at you, bullying you. Go for it. You can do it. Still suck. You're so terrible. You're the worst that I haven't seen. But you're in your area. Unless you have the guts to roll up your sleeve and go out there and fight. That's the truth of life. And when you do make a comeback, what do you think your kids are going to talk about the rest of their life? Alright, as I look at the doors and I'm not supposed to be in this chair. I'm not supposed to have the level of thinking that I have at this point in time in my career, in this with this success. I'm supposed to be comfortable. I'm supposed to be lackadaisical. I'm supposed to be this at home, static show. I'm supposed to be on rocks. I'm supposed to be a train watch right now. I'm supposed to be on my downslide. What keep you grounded? The fact that I'm the complete opposite of what I'm supposed to be. The fact that you hear people say 5 minutes of fame and 6 minutes of fame, and it's much more bigger than that. Do it again. Do it again. It hurts, but it's helping me, and it's building a bridge to the future and the destiny that has been called to fulfill. Every time you go back, you're building muscle, you're building mentality, you're building endurance, you're establishing faith. It takes faith to get out this, to grow yourself and our messy history, and live a legacy. And so for me, I don't want to be proud of myself. I want to be proud of the thing I say and following through on those things and being integral with myself. You don't have to come back and do what you did before and do it exponentially better. You have to come back. better as a person, and really value that process. Like that's a comeback. But I would rather you confront, fight and fight than for you. Just your shadow for the comfort of remaining the same. How can I become more than what happened to me? How can I become more than the student that I hate? But how can I not let not hate toward others that I can control me? This part of you and that never say die. There's a part of you that is full to which. There's a part of you that's not long suffering. There's a part of you that when you get down for the count, you can get up to 8, they can count to 9, but then you are back on your feet. There's a part of you that no matter what come your way, you just go up, bounce back up. You can stay down. No matter what is through your way. You got something called comeback. We make decisions with feelings. 95% of our decisions are made by how you feel in the moment. And that is the problem. You need to take control of the moment and leverage the power of your decision and make them up here. Because when I was laying in bed, I wasn't saying it to myself, I should get up because that's going to help me start my day right. I was saying, do I feel like getting up? No, you don't. Do you feel like making that call? No, you don't. Do you feel like doing that set of reps? No, you don't. Do you feel like having that hard conversation? No, you don't. We make decisions based on our feeling, and that's the robbing you of joy and opportunity, and it's blinding for you from the fact that oh, how will you change your life is one file, such a decision at a time, one person at a time. And with you, if you accept the fact and that you may never feel ready, and you may never feel motivated, and you may never feel confident, and you may never feel conscious, and that's okay. But you can still push yourself forward. What's happened over time is that you start to see yourself becoming the person that take action. That you start to see yourself becoming the kind of person that speaks, even though your voice is shaking. You're a kind of person that has a bias toward moving instead of biased thinking. Guess what happened? You build a skill of confidence and courage. The fact that any point in time that word can be pulled out from under you, and that work can no longer exist. This for Hollywood is for it's not real. It's make believe. That's not real. The day you believe in, the day thing real, that's you lose, not real. That's why I work as I have to do, and I'm going to get it out right now. So if you ever do decide to pull it from me, there's so many other things that can be put up because I have set it up when I had the opportunity to. I don't know what your dream is. I don't see your vision. But if you roll it down and you put the work in and you bid on your craft and you give it everything you have and you give yourself to your work at some point, everything going to begin to shift a change because you refuse to which. This isn't just a conversation about trying again. This is a conversation about winning again. Change is tough, but change is possible for some of you. The world's not going to become as easier all of a sudden. As you make sure that we are going to have more responsibility, more things the people expect out of you. But the truth is, you can do hard things. The truth is, as long as you're long breathing your lung, there's hope in your heart. And here's something you have got to resolve. Say this to yourself every day. As long as you're breathing, you got to sort out a dream. That's the way as you resolve this. It's not over. Terwin. You got that right. No, it's over. Also very complicated question. If you ask me what do you want, you will freeze her into humility because it's really like asking how do you want out of your life is too old to be super right. So you can ask yourself, oh, you can have the education you want. What would that look like if you want a 100 job or career track? That would motivate you. Just hypothetically, what might that look like? Sketch out a bad plan. What might you like to do with your time that would you really like to do? And the thing about this question, it is the real question. You know, where there's this gospel statement. If you knock, the door will open. And this, if you ask, you will receive. And if you search, you will find. And if you seek, you will find. Nothing that you want will manifest. Except unless you aim for it. When the time comes and we are on deathbed, you are choosing to remember this moment when nobody thought you could do it. Let's tell you, don't do it. It must tell you, no one to live with your sister. Go make it happen. And you did. That's that's when we leave this planet is at peace. Because we know we failed. There's no value for that. You can buy that art woman. It's not for sale. They sell it through hard work and dedication without anybody seeing you and cheering you on. Sometimes that's when this happens.